끝났어요. All right, great. So again, this chapter is the very last chapter we talked about in the textbook sessions. You did a great jobs. I love it. At the beginning of the semester, I was a little bit worried about because this is a big class, about 35 students. It's not good. But anyway, you did a great job. And I also want to say, Handley and Tinsley and Michael, you always turn on your videos and you show your reactions. So it was really helpful to see, how my students react. Okay, our discussions. It's been nice, special thing. Okay. All right, so innovation, the very last chapter, very last topic. Okay. So we talk about additional three topics: international business, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Why we care about these topics? Because we reduce cost, increase product differentiations, very generic strategies, okay, and the strict measure. If you reduce cost, increase product differentiation, you have what? Competitive advantage. Okay? So, this is the last topic, innovation, technology. Once again, innovation, decrease cost, increase product differentiation simultaneously. Okay? That's why people are crazy about this. Okay? So let's talk about innovation. Let's go straight. Right. After these sessions, we are focused on your simulations. So your teamwork will more and more important. Okay. So I want to emphasize your teamwork. Okay. Teamwork. Okay. No slacking, please. And during the simulation, we'll meet every time contact base in the conference, in this video conference. Okay. So I'm gonna check the basic things every meetings. Then you will have your own meetings to perform the simulations. Okay. The schedule. So today, innovation strategy. Then the next time, exam, and following time, presentation 3. Presentation is about your simulations. Then you'll start round 1. Okay. So round 1, we start. I mean, the data for preparation sessions, like the practice rounds are gone. Okay, and data will reset for regular competition round 1, and it restart 12 p.m. on this date. Okay, so when you have presentations, the data will reset, we restart. Okay, regular competition round. Any question, comment? Okay. And this is the distribution of your one keys. Average is 7.38 out of 8. Great. And standard deviation still less than 1. I love it. Great. As a whole group, you did a great job. So I am ready. I'm ready to move the distribution the letter grade to move upward. Okay, drastically. That means most students will have A and B. Okay? All right, then one quiz. Let's go straight. And innovation strategy. Okay? Quiz. Please go ahead on Canvas. Right now, chapter 12, one quiz is available. Okay? So please go ahead Canvas, take chapter 12, one quiz. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay? When you're done, please let me know. Just type done. All right. Anybody needs more time? Finish it. Okay. Very impressive. Anybody needs more time? Okay. Let's talk about innovation. Innovation. Okay. All right. Very simple topic. Very simple topic. Types of innovations. We are going to talk about some types of innovations. And who create innovations? People. Right? People. So we're going to talk about some types of innovations and innovators. That's it. People. Okay? Two topics this time. Okay? All right. Number one, the process innovations. Process innovations. And what? Versus product innovations. Process innovations. Okay? Reduce cost. Product innovations. Increase product differentiations. So process innovations are often associated with a low-cost leadership strategy. That's true. Okay? And product innovations are commonly associated with a differentiation strategy. That's true. Okay? That's true. Okay? Process versus product innovations. Okay? So think about your simulations. Your simulations. Okay? When you spend your resource in process or product, which strategy you need to think about this. Okay? Number three, disruptive innovations are those that overturn markets by providing an altogether new approach to meeting customer needs. Yes, that's true. Okay. Sustaining versus disruptive innovations. Sustaining versus disruptive innovations. Disruptive innovations overturning, changing your market. Okay. But sustaining innovations maintain your market. Okay? So incremental. All right. Number four, radical. Okay, radical versus incremental. Radical innovations often involve open-ended experimentation, which can be very time-consuming. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And radical innovations, big corporations like it? No. All right. Radical innovations, big corporations, they don't like it because it changes. It changes the existing market. Okay, we talked about that. Why? Why small startups are more innovative? Small startups want to what? Radical innovations because they can change market. Okay. Number five, strategic renewal and pursuit of new venture opportunities are the two primary aims of corporate entrepreneurship. That's very true. That's very true. Okay. Number six, business incubators. We already talked about these topics, so I'm pretty fast. Business incubators are designed to support the fledgling entrepreneurial ventures until they can operate a standalone business. Yes, that's very true. We have good examples at Berry College, right? Yeah. Hackberry and Berry Enterprises and some other examples. Business incubators. Number seven, corporate ventures that use real options. We know this topic. Okay? We talked about this with my papers at the beginning of the semester. Corporate ventures that use real options logic in decision making, multiple decision making process tend to keep total investment low, yes, in order to minimize the downside of a project. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. Okay. So once again, I just want to emphasize this at this point. From the beginning of the semester, I just talk about same thing again and again and again. Okay? Very fundamental framework of strategy management. Reduce cost, increase product differentiation. Then you have competitive advantage. Okay? So all the topics we have discussed, okay, are related with this framework. How to reduce cost, how to increase product differentiations. Okay? So innovation, again, reduce cost, increase product differentiations. Now it's time to practice your strategy in the simulations. So in the simulations, same things, exactly same principles will be applied. Reduce cost, increase product differentiations. So in the simulations, you will have some numbers, but these numbers are exactly have the same principles to reduce cost, increase better product quality. Okay, all right, great. So any question, comment? Okay, let's move. All right, so types of innovation. All right, then people, and your option. We already talked about this. Entrepreneur orientation is about people too. So this time we gonna talk about two the types of innovation and people. All right. Okay, where we are chapter 12. Okay, innovation. Innovation. All right, today's class activity. Okay, Google. Everyone knows it. Google. Okay, Google. Actually, Google is a technology company. Many people knows it, right? And Google tried some new fields. Sometimes they are successful, sometimes they're not. So we are going to talk about this technology innovation today. So we have two questions, very simple questions. Okay. So please share your answers with your teammates. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Okay? And breakout rooms, 10 minutes. Okay, please go ahead, join with the team and share these two questions. I'm going to give it 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Then we are briefly talk about this case as a whole group. Okay? Good luck on your team. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. So how was your team meeting? It's okay? All right, great. Very straightforward case. Very straightforward. But it has good implications. So Google tried a new market, radio market. It was not so successful. Why? We want to talk about that, right? Hey, Michael. So, first question. Why did the lessons Google learned in the online market apply to the radio market? Why was it not successful? Any team, please go ahead. The
Um,
first
so team, so team five, we really talked about how that the radio business is a lot more relational. So it's kind of based on who you know. And Google just really didn't, at the end of the day, have the knowledge, experience, or connections needed to be successful within the radio market. And in fact, many stations were not even willing to sell their time to Google. And so that really just kind of led Google to abandon the radio business altogether.
All right, great, great. Very straightforward. Okay. This topic is involved with the core competencies. Google has great resources. We know this. And Google has a great power and great capabilities. Everyone knows it. But core competencies, in terms of core competencies, Google actually didn't have core competencies in the radio market. Okay? It had a core competencies in other markets, online markets, and some other markets, technology markets. That's why we focus on core competencies. Core competencies. Okay? So think about your simulation too. When you operate your simulations, your company, what is your core competencies? Where is your competencies in the market? You need to think about that. Okay, great. Any other comments? Okay, then the next question. Radio is increasingly moving to satellite and streaming systems. Okay, is this a new opportunity for Google? Should they steer clear of radio altogether? How do you think about that? Anyone, anything, please go ahead.
Team one talked about even though it didn't work for them in the past, this can be seen as an opportunity for them now since radio is moving into these new technologies to satellite and to streaming services because these are core competencies of Google. So this might be something that they do have that capability of doing now, even though it didn't work out for them in the past.
All right, great. Good comments. Good comments. Any other points? Any other question, comments, please? All right, great, great. Okay. So your environment is changing. Okay, in terms of business, your environment is changing. So sometimes it is easily forecasted. Sometimes it is not. Okay. So in my perspective, the environment change is a combination of forecasting and responsiveness, reaction. Sometimes you can easily forecast your environmental change. It's good, but sometimes it's not. Then what? Responsive. Responsive. React. Okay? After something happens, you react. Sometimes proactively react, sometimes it's not. Okay? So it is involved with a dynamic capability. Dynamic capability is very simple. Your experience, your environments are changing, then your resources are changing, then you should adjust. Okay? Adjust your strategic agendas, okay, your movements, your reactions with this environmental changes. Okay? If you do this good, then you have competitive advantage. This is dynamic capability that we talked about. This is exactly applicable to the simulation too. Okay, your environments, your markets are changing. Okay? Your competitors are changing, your markets are changing, your own movements are changing. So your environment is dynamic in the simulations. Then you need to see what's going on exactly in the market. Okay? Based on this, okay, movements, you also should see what customers, okay, customers, what your customers really like, where are your products are, okay, based on your customers, okay. Then you will have better strategy. Great, great, okay. All right. Then Google. This is probably, I suggest this. Hey Google, hey Google, you don't know radio market. You don't know satellite market, streaming market. Then you can use your option approach because you don't know very well. Then you make small toy investment in these new markets. Then you see what's going on, what happens. Building a preferential link with the market. Then if you are sure this is the market you can deal with, go ahead. This is your option approach. Multiple staging decisions. Why don't you use this? Reduce downside of your investment. Probably I would suggest like this. You should take my course. Hey Google, all right, to reduce the risk in this situation. All right, great. Very simple case, okay, and straightforward implications. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Any question, comment about case? Wow, it's a great, great learning curve. Great learning curve. But it is. We are all, we are already done all the chapters. So innovations, transformation of organization process or product differentiations. Okay. So innovation. We talked about what appropriate technology, right? Appropriate technology. Anything to reduce cost, increase product differentiation can be a technology, your technology. So in your future job, you don't need to think about very fancy and expensive technology. Innovation is very close to you. Okay, anything reduce cost, increase product differentiation can be an innovation. And product innovation, process innovation, we talked about that. It's all about product differentiations. And process innovation, reduce cost. Okay? And radical innovation, incremental innovation. Radical innovation, a major departure from existing process, okay, practice. Okay? And incremental innovation, okay, small and experimental. Okay? Radical innovations, big corporations, the existing market, they don't like it because it changes a lot. Okay? Sometimes it removes the market, it creates new market, radical innovations. Okay? iPhone, think about that, iPhone. Okay? iPhone actually removed the telephone lines. Okay? So this is a radical innovation. Incremental innovations, the development of apps, applications, and the iPhone. This is incremental innovations. Okay, so small companies, they try to what? Sometimes incremental, sometimes radical. Okay. Sustaining innovations. Okay, sustain the existing market. Disruptive innovations totally change the existing market. This is a disruptive innovation. So it is very close to the previous concepts, radical and incremental innovations. Then innovations, there are always challenges because it is something new. Okay, seed versus weeds. Which project should we pursue? experience versus initiative. There are a lot, many things to think about innovations. Yeah. All right, internal versus external, building capabilities versus collaborating. You can just read your textbook. Okay? And incremental versus preemptive. Okay, so innovations at this point, I want to emphasize this: where innovations come from. Where innovations come from? All from people. Okay, innovators. People and networks. People and networks. Many things are talked about in the textbook. Okay, blah blah blah. But again, core idea is your people. Innovations are coming from your people. You cannot forget this. Okay, so discovery skills, creative intelligence, all of these things are about the people. Okay, all right, and you can just read this. It's a very easy, very straightforward topic. So, scope of innovation and pace of innovations, and stepping again people to capture value from innovations. And innovation partners, the value of unsuccessful innovation, everything is about people. Okay. Then corporate entrepreneurship. Why do we need a corporate entrepreneurship? Because we are increase innovations. Okay. Innovation sometimes it is fast, okay, it's nimble. So we have the small organizations. Then corporate entrepreneurship is directly involved with these small organizations. That's why we care about corporate entrepreneurship with innovations. Okay? And consider corporate culture, leadership, supportive structure systems, using teams. Everything is all about people and networks. Okay? So think about that. Business incubators we use in the very college. Okay? Hackberry. Okay? Berry enterprises. This is a small group, small organizations. Okay? Very fast to absorb some ideas and then give some product differentiations or reduce costs. Okay? So corporate entrepreneurship plus innovation is a good harmonized. Okay? All right, then new venture groups, business incubators, we already talked about this. Okay? And real options. Okay? So innovation is trying a new thing. Okay? So it's highly risky. Okay? So we already talked about real option analysis, how to downside of the risky project. Because then we have multiple staging decisions. Okay? If your project is really risky, you don't need to make a decision just on time. Okay? You can take a time and you make an experimental investment. Okay, you try this a little bit, then you see. Okay? Then what happens? Is it really good? Then promising? Then you go ahead, a step forward. Okay? Something like this. This is a real option analysis, real option approach. Okay, so in your future job, you just remember that you don't need to, you don't need to do everything, okay, just one time. Okay? You need to think about. You need to have in your what's a mindset, multiple staging decisions. This is not new knowledge. This is a framework of how to think. Okay? Real option approach. We already talked about several times. Then people again, entrepreneurial orientations involves this. Okay? What kind of people create innovations? Autonomy, innovativeness, proactiveness, competitive aggressiveness, risk taking, blah blah blah. But based on my perspective, I am not sure. Actually, innovators inherently have these characteristics, or okay, actually, when they became innovators, they will have these characteristics. Okay. So which one is first? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But when I meet with innovators, okay, I'm pretty sure that they have this kind of characteristics. Okay, autonomy, innovativeness, proactiveness, competitive aggressiveness, and risk taking. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. So once again, which one is first? This characteristic first and become innovator, or you can innovator, then these characteristics are raised. I'm not sure. Causality, I'm not sure. But there are correlations exactly. Okay. All right. This is, I guess, pretty much about yes. Chapter 12. Very simple topics. We done all the textbook sessions. Okay. All right. Any question, comment? You did a great job. Okay? You did a great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So if you don't have any question, comment. Okay. And next time we're gonna meet for the exam 3. So you're familiar with my exam. So I don't, I'm not gonna have any additional, comments. Any question, concern about the exam 3? Please let me know. Okay, after exam 3, we don't have presentation, right? It's all about your 2 practice rounds, what you did and how was it, something like that. Okay, then we are gonna start regular competition round 1. Okay, so we are exactly same schedule on the syllabus. Okay, right, great. Okay, great. No question, no comment, no concern. We are in the same line. Great, thank you so much. Now my job, I'm released. Okay, thank you so much. Then I'm gonna see you on, this is a Monday, right? I'm gonna see you on Wednesday for the exam 3. Great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.